Hello everybody, this is kind of like an update video of me and some things that I would like to share with you guys. So on 22nd October, I had my mammogram done and I'm super happy it's done. I went to this clinic that I haven't been to before because it was closer to my home. And I got seen straight away. When I did arrive, I did have to fill out a COVID questionnaire to make sure that, that I didn't have any fever, I wasn't in contact with anybody that has COVID-19 and things like that. So I was super happy that it was over and done with. And I said to the mammographer, I said, I hope you guys don't call me back because I don't want to come back. Anyway, the reason why I said that is almost 2 years ago now, when I did my mammogram last, that journey of doing a mammogram, it ended up me going back and forth, having many appointments with doctors because they thought that I could have breast cancer. After doing ultrasound, they couldn't see anything on the ultrasound, so they did a mammogram again just to make sure that the first mammogram wasn't a mistake. The mammogram definitely showed something of a concerned area, but the ultrasound wasn't showing anything. So they made an appointment for me to do MRI, and the MRI definitely showed something. And they were also wondering whether I need to do further testing. Because of my autoimmune conditions, they didn't want me to go through anything more than what I am going through, and they wanted to be really thorough. So I had to be booked in for MRI guided biopsy. Normally what they have told me is that when people do mammogram and they can see some concern area, they do an ultrasound, and then the ultrasound shows the area where they can do a biopsy on to be sent off. But because they couldn't see it on the ultrasound for me, the only way for me to do a biopsy is an MRI guided biopsy because it clearly shows, because it shows on the MRI images, but it doesn't show on the ultrasound. So they can't use the ultrasound to do the biopsy. So I was booked in for the MRI guided biopsy, which was a big procedure. I'm not going to go into details about that, but I was so emotionally overwhelmed, emotionally hard day for me when I did that. And it took probably about 5 weeks for it to be recovered because I was bruised. And they did warn me that it was going to be bruised and that I would feel the pain. So I do from that, I have a little tiny chip in there because they had to place the chip in there they were basically thinking that I needed surgery. So they put the chip in there so that the surgeons could exactly pinpoint the area of concern. But the pathology test came back and I was cleared of cancer, so I was super thankful. And I needed to go and do my mammogram again last year, November, but I think I had infusions going on and I was just so overwhelmed. That time was overwhelming. And so I didn't go. And then this year, I was gonna go this year, like around my birthday time, but then soon after, the COVID thing hit in Australia and I just could not go. But I said to myself that I really need to make an appointment as soon as the restrictions are off. And here in Gold Coast, Australia, the restrictions are off now, but we do have social distancing signs everywhere we go. And for hospital appointments or any mammogram appointments and things like that, you're not allowed to bring anybody with you. And all the doctors at a general practitioners like GPs, they all wear a mask here in Gold Coast when they see patients, which is really great. So we are doing really well here in Gold Coast. And so because of the restrictions were off, I decided to make my appointment and I went and did my mammogram on the 22nd, which was last week. So I hope I don't hear back from them. I really hope that they don't ring me back for me to go back in there, because of all the history that I've had before. I don't want to experience that ever again. So you guys, I know there are many of you out there. They always put in my comment that you guys are praying for me every day and stuff like that. Can you please continue the prayer and make sure that I don't get called by them again? Thank you so much for that. I so appreciate you guys thinking of me and caring for me. I really, really appreciate that. Another thing, before I show you this journal piece that I have here, I just want to also mention, so with my challenge going on, 1 year YouTube celebration / Christmas, I have mentioned the people that have shared my giveaway on the Instagram stories or that have done YouTube VRs. I have shared some before, but I have more people that have done that for me after I did those announcements before. So I need to mention from here. And so Shabby Chic Rosebud, Anna Ephemeris 32, she did a share on the Instagram and did a VR for me. Turtle Dove Craft, BB's Crafts, and Addicted to Nail Arts and Crafts, Kathy's Favorite Things, Crafty Barbie 86, Creating with Jovi, also Crafty Stuff, Dana Mankey Butterfly Crafter, Queen Bee Andrea, Recon Lady Maribel, and also Craft On Tree, Annie Creates, Olivia Hernandez, and Marla Rizzo. And also today, Judith from Gigi's Cool Creations did a VR for me. So thank you to all of these wonderful ladies for supporting my challenge and for helping me celebrate. Thank you so much. So you guys know that I am up to entry 11, and every time I received an entry, I collected little part of the entry mails and I put it into my journal. Now this journal I did share with you guys before. When I was having the major anxiety when we had a COVID case in my suburb, several COVID cases in my suburb, I was having like a major panic attack and my anxiety was through the roof and I was just so struggling. And what I did was make this journal, and then what I did was add lots of trims and washi tapes throughout everywhere, like you can see. And I have shared this journal with you guys before. And I made this journal using like magazine pages and things like that, as you can see. And so with this journal, I decided that I'm going to use this particular journal to store memories of the entry mails that are coming in to me. So I want to share that I started off with entry number 1. So I am also happy that I can actually start using some number stickers, because you guys, I don't really use number stickers, and I am so happy that I can use number stickers in my journal now. And so this, my first entry, it came all the way from UK. So I wrote what she has sent me, and I wrote the country, where it came from. And if there was like a little message note, I stuck it in here. If there was a card piece, I stuck it in here. I better cover that. There's a little bit of address there. And my second entry came from Mary Barrett, and she has sent me a sewing kit. And there was a little cube, square size embellishment with the different kinds of buttons on it, and I decided that I want to keep the buttons on the piece of paper that she had put it on. And there's some needles there, and I really wanted to remember that she had sent me a sewing kit, so I had stuck that on here and wrote some note. This was also a folded piece from Mary Barrett, so I wrote that, I stuck it on here. And this was my entry number 3 from Australia, from Turtle Dove Craft. And Dee's has sent me these minty color creations, and I put one of the stickers she sent me and some jemmies and the bows that she's made as a reminder. This is my entry number 4 that I've received from America. See how it says USA? It totally reminds me which country it came from. And this was a beautiful card that was sent to me. And Rose, this is from the Rose, Shabby Chic Rosebud, and I've got her address there, so I better cover that. So this is her card, and I stuck that on here. And then, my next one was number 5, and it came from Portugal. And this was a letter that Anna wrote for me. This is number 6 entry from Kayla. This one was entry number 7 here from Australia, from Debbie at Crafty Stuff. And Debbie had made me so many envelopes in her embellishment mini album that she made me. And inside the album, there were lots of envelopes filled with beautiful gold die cuts. And I wanted to remember that she had made me so many envelopes in it, and this beautiful poinsettia that was nice and glittery. I added these 2 in here to remember. This was the lovely floral card that was sent to me by Janet K from USA. This was my entry number 9 from Barbara Ford. And guess what, Barbara? I actually had some of that washi that you had actually used in your entry. So I was able to stick more of it into this journal. So this is a letter that she wrote to me. Entry number 10 was from Tree. This envelope piece here is one of the prize winnings that I won from her giveaway that she recently had, and I really wanted to remember, so I put that here. And these are some of the pieces that she had sent to me for my Christmas entry, and I stuck that there and wrote some note. I had also received mail from Alicia, and Alicia had this beautiful bag topper that I really needed to save, so I glued it on here. This is entry 11, and this is from Dawn Sutton, so I put her there's her address. So this is her message that she wrote me, and so this is looking really nice, you guys. So for this giveaway, all the entry mails, I'm just going to collect little bits of it and stick it in here. Things that are not Christmas related, all of the Christmas ornaments and decorations that you guys have sent me, I have it over in a different part of my living room at the moment. It is starting to pile up, which I'm very excited about. And I have so many of you guys that have sent me message that it's already sent. And I really hope that the post people will get it delivered to me soon. And so I just wanted to show you guys how much I appreciate your entries that I've received so far. And I am going to treasure all the other ones that will be arriving to me in this book as well. And once Christmas is over, I will have the Christmas cards in another folder so I can keep it as a memory and document all the joyful, wonderful feelings that I will be feeling and sharing with my boys and my husband this Christmas. All thanks to you guys. And another thing I want to share is that yes, I'm very happy to report that Gold Coast area is doing really well with this COVID. We are doing social distancing. The only places I go, I just want to drink some water. The only time I go out is for my doctor's appointments, for x-rays. I had to do spinal x-rays too as well on Monday this week. And then yesterday, I had a pre-infusion hospital appointment, so I had to go and do that as well. So lately, I've been driving to many medical appointments, and honestly, you guys, driving drains my brain. It really does. So today, I don't have to drive to any medical appointments, so I am able to do this video and share you guys some of the stories and stuff and give you guys an update. So I'm going off track, aren't I? So I'm really happy that Gold Coast is doing really well and restrictions are off and things like that. But we are all social distancing still and making sure that we, do sanitizer and things like that. And only places I drive to is to schools to pick up my boys. I only get out of my car when my boy actually comes out of the gate. And with my high school boy, I just have to drive and pick him up, so we don't have to get out or anything like that, which is great. And so I also go to chiropractor for my son, and I'm also going to be going to see the chiropractor for myself from this Friday. So those are the places I get to go. And with the Christmas time, we can't go to the normal places that we would love to go. In Australia, during Christmas time, people decorate their homes with beautiful lights and things like that, and everybody parks their car and goes out for a walk, and it's a really crowded street and things like that. Because they do have Christmas light competitions and things during Christmas. I'm not sure how that's going to go this year, but I do know that if they do decorate their houses this year and do a competition, we will not be getting out of the car. We might be just going for a drive-by to see what's sort of decorations people have done. Another reason is because I am due for my 6-monthly infusion. That's why I had the pre-infusion hospital appointment yesterday. And so with that, I'm probably going to be doing infusion in 2 weeks' time, and that'll be November. And then after 2 weeks, I have to go back for the second session. And when I do that, my immune system is going to be heavily suppressed. So I really need to be careful to not catch even flu as well. I have to be so careful. So you guys entering my Christmas 1 year YouTube celebration giveaway, it's just adding so much joy to our family. So much joy. So thank you so much to every one of you that are joining the challenge. And also each and every one of you that will be watching my videos and commenting to support as well. Thank you so much to everyone. Bye for now.